sharp left. Turn sharp left. You have arrived at your destination.
Come on, let's take this monster for a spin. Careful! Technically, that's more than 1,400 brake horsepower you've got there. As I said, Hot Wheels have always been designed to go really fast on custom track. So, what do you do with the track? Well, you make it in segments so people can build whatever they like. Then you invent a battery-powered booster to shoot cars along the straight and a speed brake to slow them down for tight turns. You can even tune how fast the booster will propel the cars. But why stop there? Loops, jump ramps, bank turns, gravity drops, trestle bridges, chicanes, crossovers, lap counters, multi-lane, side-by-side racing launchers. All fully compatible, of course. That's just good engineering. They even made an auto shop with a working dyno and a teeny tiny oil can and wrench to tune up your cars. I've played with it.
Nice. So, why is the track orange?
It's like bright orange.
Can't argue with that.
As you know, nothing is more exciting than seeing cars racing side by side. Hot Wheels made loads of accessories for this, including launchers for the start line, speedometers to clock the speed of passing cars, and finish gantries that could show which car had won. No cheating allowed. In the 70s, there were dedicated multi-lane track pieces, including the Fat Track, which was 3 lanes wide and had no dividers for risky overtakes. Nowadays, there's even more fun stuff to play with. You've got figure eights, multi-story garages, rubber band kickers, and even giant sharks and dinosaurs that chomp on the track. Why else do you think we got a giant dragon right here at the park? So, why make your cars go really fast on plastic track?
I give up. Why?
So they go further when they jump off the end, of course. Come on, let's go. This is gonna be epic. I'm riding along with you for this bit. Punch it! Let's see the twin mill fly. Oh yeah! Off the end of the track. Oh yeah! All the thrill seekers at the Academy will be talking about that one. It's time to learn about the greatest rivalry in Hot Wheels history. Meet me here. Snake or mongoose? Come on down, I'll explain. You're probably wondering what all this snake and mongoose talk is about, right? You take the yellow car, I'll take the blue. I'll explain along the way. You've heard of John Prudhomme and Tom McEwen, right? They were famous NHRA drag racers in the 70s, who had a friendly rivalry going on for years. John was a 4-time National Hot Rod Association champ and Motorsport Hall of Famer. He was nicknamed the Snake. And Tom McEwen was another dragster who won the NHRA US Nationals. They called him the Mongoose. They were both well-established racers in their own right. As the two of them competed in the US Nationals over the years, they crossed paths numerous times, which sparked a friendly rivalry between them. Mattel proposed to make a series of toys based on the rivalry between the Snake and the Mongoose. The Hot Wheels sponsorship led to all kinds of drag-themed stuff. Hot Wheels came out with all kinds of new lines back then. You had sets like the Rod Runner and the Big Belter, which launched cars with rubber bands. The Big Belter could even detect jump starts, which is pretty cool, right? These were a smash hit and propelled both Hot Wheels and drag racing to greater levels of fame. Heavyweights were designed to go faster on gravity drops, and Sizzlers had little battery-powered motors so you didn't need a launcher. And a new designer named Paul Tam started drawing 6-wheel designs like 6-shooter and open fire. Hot Wheels didn't stop there. There were loads of other innovations like tampo printed patterns on the cars, which no one else was doing. Then you had the Hot Wheels Collector's Club Kit, where you could mail in to get either the Boss House, Heavy Chevy or King Cuda, all with open hoods, big supercharger blowers and silver paint jobs. Oh, so cool. Wish I'd been around back then. You know what? All this talk about drag racing has given me an idea. The cars in the original Snake vs. Mongoose set were powered by rubber bands. These ones, well, aren't. How about you and I test them in a drag race?
Okay. Bring it on, Hayley.
Time to see if that Snake has a bite. Coming up on a loop. Keep your car in the middle. That concludes our lesson on centripetal force. Not bad. I obviously let you win, though. Who else am I going to give the keys to the rip rod? Alejandra said she wants to organise another qualifier. Keep earning those medals and you'll get another invite very soon.
Working on it, Hayley.
is live. I've helped LA with some of the logistics. It's gonna be a good one.
Good, amigo. I have everything ready for the next qualifier. Now, where is my future Hot Wheels legend? On my way.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
So, you'll be racing head-to-head against a special guest in this. Chupan, 3.3-liter twin turbocharged. You ready? Special guest? Okay, let's go. Huh? Oh, just somebody I could get at short notice. But the car, based on the model Vern Chupan used to win Le Mans in 1983. I think he looks like something from the future, don't you? I was talking to Haley. We thought a high-speed run through the desert canyons, just like in Star Wars.
Surprise! I'm not about to miss out on the chance to race a future legend through the canyon.
What my little cousin means is he begged me to bring him along. Luckily, I was feeling generous, and he is a worthy opponent for you. So, it's a Horizon Mexico legend versus a future Hot Wheels legend through the canyon. Beat Rami, and I'll put you through to the next round.
Vámonos! You don't want to be left behind? You're giving me some competition here!
Arena interrupts your regularly scheduled bangers to send a message to Rami, currently trailing in the qualifier. My friend, I know this thing is only half over, but if you lose, your little cousin will never forgive you.
Too slow, Rami.
Hasale upgraded your engine without telling me?
Hey Chris, Rami v Superstar, who you got? Superstar all the way, Dick. Grab me lunch.
I'm not losing. I'm learning.
Wait, we're street. There! Pulse listeners, qualifier, Superstar in the lead!
how to improve if you win?
This is the block party. This is Mr. Jam, and that up there is a festival superstar. Rocking to victory in the qualifier. It's pretty much over now, or is it? Rami?
Well done, my friend! If there is going to be a legend above Mexico, I'm glad it's you.
Let me get this straight. You beat Rami in a head-to-head. Oh, now that's definitely legendary. I think it's worth expert rank in the academy, don't you? Updating your schedule. Got another event set up. Something to help you understand the ultimate thrill for a hardcore Hot Wheels fan.
Thanks, Hayley. Sounds good.
Here, I'll upgrade your license to expert rank and for faster vehicles. You've earned it. Plus, I have some more ideas for missions. You're gonna need the extra power.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. Meters. Turn sharp left. Arrived at your destination. 400 meters, turn right. do so. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn right. 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination. arrived at your destination. Your destination. 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so. arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Arrive at your destination.
Hey, you'll be doing all the driving for this one. Here, take the keys and I'll be on the radio. Fair warning, I've got loads to tell you, but I promise it'll be worth it. Right, so the 80s were known as the Black Horse era because the previous Redline tyres with a red pinstripe were discontinued in 1977. Then there were hot ones with thinner axles, ultra hot, the new wheel design, real riders with actual rubber tyres. Those are pretty popular. Let me think. You've got crack-ups with damaged panels, colour shifters that changed in water. Oh, and you know the blue card blister packs you can recognise from across the store? Those started in the 80s too. Cars, you can mail them in and redeem them for bonus cars.
I didn't know that.
Cool, well, now you know that. 95, when they split up the product line into series and brought in numbering and limited editions, collecting Hot Wheels has gone from a hobby to a full-on obsession.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. End of this era, Mattel bought Tyco Toys in '97, makers of the Matchbox brand of toy cars. This brought all the miniature toy cars under one big roof. I've set you up with a rip rod for this one. Off-Road Series 2014, code BD00. One of the new lines Hot Wheels created was called the Treasure Hunt Series. Limited production, super collectible. Obviously, we can't go into a toy store or convention floor, so I'll simulate the experience with some treasure chests. Go find that treasure! Collect them all! Might be a Pearl Diver paint edition up for grabs next. See? This is my whole life! Here, have a 2 Jet Z. Now you know what it's like to be a proper Hot Wheels collector. Exhausting, right?
Worth it though.
Time to finish our Hot Wheels documentary. Meet me here. I've always had a soft spot for the Bone Shaker. It's like an antique you can drive around in. Let's go. Oh, did I tell you about the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary back in 2018?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to.
They did a sweet black and gold series with matching livery and a whole collection of other 50th anniversary inspired cars throughout the line. They also started the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Custom car builders compete to show off their best designs. Then Hot Wheels picks the best one and makes it into a 1:64 scale toy. That's how we ended up with the two Jet C, Nash Metropolitan and Custom Trans Am. Sometimes the opposite happens, where a toy car gets scaled up into a real one. Hot Wheels have made more than 20 full-scale cars and used them to break 3 world records with actual corkscrew jumps and double loops. It's wild. By the 2000s, loads of amazing designers had worked on Hot Wheels. Mark Jones, Bill Reelman, Brendan Vituski, Fraser Campbell, I could go on and on. Between them, they made loads of creative casting designs. There were lines like the Tuned, Hard Nose, Cruise, Fatbacks, Torpedoes, and the Drop Top series, and the Realistic series, if that was your jam. Nice. Now, let's shake up that Bone Shaker a bit, shall we? I know we're 50 miles above Mexico, but a little Baja expertise won't go astray. The Baja Bone Shaker is a modern take on the classic Bone Shaker design. Hot Wheels have done heaps of cool stuff outside of model cars as well.
You mean apart from the Horizon Festival?
Exactly! There was an animated movie in 2003, a TV series called Hot Wheels Accelerators in 2005, and tons of video games going all the way back to an 8-bit version in 1984. Oh, those were the days. And get this. Back in 2014, they hooked up with the University of Southern California to develop speedometry, an educational curriculum to teach kids science and maths.
Seriously?
I know. And there's me, stuck in a university lecture on advanced analytics with no toy cars or anything. So unfair. So aerodynamic! It's not cheating when it's Hot Wheels! all began, there's been 20,000 different designs, and at least 8 billion cars have been made. Impressive, right? But the rare cars are still worth a lot at auction. An ultra-rare prototype of the 1969 Volkswagen Beach Bomb sold for $72,000, and some collections are estimated to be worth over $1 million. In the early 2000s, several collector conventions began to spring up around the world, where fans could meet up to buy or sell cars, show off their collections, or just talk about their hobby. Nice! Now the Baja Bone Shaker's ground clearance is pretty good, but... Monster Truck Bone Shaker! Amazing, right? Climb in and let's do this! I figured we could finish the documentary in style with an epic stunt run in this beast. Don't ask how we got it up here. It's not the same without the flame!
So, what fun facts have you got on this thing?
Can we do epic stunts now and do facts later, please? Now this is a Hot Wheels finale! Okay, fine. In 2018, Hot Wheels launched its Hot Wheels Monster Trucks toy line, and an exciting live event came a year later. This line has both amazing original designs and monster truck versions of classics like the Bone Shaker and Twin Mill. Very nice! We'll make a Hot Wheels pro of you yet! Woo! This is epic! Sorry, don't need to do the noise myself, do I? Couldn't have done it better at 1 to 64 scale. PEI XC1 chassis, 540 cubic inch Chevrolet engine, 66 inch Terra tyres. It's a beast! Anyway, stunts please. When it comes to trucks and skill chains, bigger is better. It's not the same without the flame. Is a Hot Wheels finale. Yeah, that was a suitably epic finale. Thanks. Here, have a Mustang. Well, there we go. I think we've got all the material needed for the documentary. Thanks for your help. Look for your name in the credits when it's done. Your royalty check will be in the post.
Of course, Hayley. Speak soon.
Hey, amiga! We've still got bonus boards up here, cause why not? Go smash them all. I'm serious. I can't remember where we hit them.
400 meters, turn left. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 400 meters, turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 100 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. Turn right. Turn right.
Now this is how big kids play with Hot Wheels. Keep knocking down those missions, legend. There is nothing these things can't do.
You got it, Haley.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. 400 meters. Turn left. Turn right. Destination.
I sent Alejandra some ideas for your final qualifier, but that was a long time ago. Who knows what she's done since? Good luck!
Okay, no messing around. I'm ready to witness true Hot Wheels speed. Are you ready for the final qualifier? Meet me here.
Yes. I'm on my way.
Turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. Destination.
Check it out! The Hot Wheels bad to the blade. This park is Haley's idea, but I ordered this thing myself. You ready? You know how this works now. Go, go, go! We've saved the fastest till last. For this qualifier, you'll need to prove you can hold your nerve at high speed.
And we're all watching you from the auto show. The crowd is going wild. Show us what that blade can do.
The spoiler wings are the only thing keeping us on the track. This was the first car to complete the Hot Wheels testing facility loop, so no need to be nervous. Okay, coming up to some tighter turns. Take it easy, take it easy. But not
too easy, LA. We want to see some speed. Here we go! The hammer drop! For it! Now I checked with Haley and she's pretty sure the G-force can't hurt you. Okay, now brake, 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 brake! Nearly there now! Keep going!
Yes, you're through! I'm telling the whole of Horizon Mexico about that run. You can keep the blade, only mind if I borrow it sometime? Maybe for the weekend?
Enjoy the ride? Well, that was your final qualifier. I've got a bunch of new events and missions to keep you occupied while I try to build something worthy of a future Hot Wheels legend. Oh, and you're now elite rank, licensed for faster cars. Pretty much tipping out the toy box for you at this point. One more rank in the academy, and you can call yourself a Hot Wheels legend. Right after you take down the Goliath, that is.